Hello guys, after you finish all your collection of data, you have to open 7-3D to receive your data binds by Excel, or if it text, no problem. You can open here from bind creation tool. You can open here so you can get the bind, or you can go to tool space. Here there is a bind, right click, create. You can choose this. This is importing binds from outside, so you can click here and you can go to the file that you already collected the data in it. This is the total bind for me that I received it, and here you can choose here the description of the binds. So the bind BNEZ, BNEZD, B is the bind number, N is the northern, E is the eastern, and Z is the elevation bind, and D is the description. And you know the data that you collected it, maybe another instrument collected by BENZ or BNEZ, and there is no description, so you don't have to choose this. You can choose by this list. So BNEZD is nice for me and for my binds. So I want to include these all binds in a group, so I add bind to group here, and we'll name it. This is all bind. I will name it as all bind and click OK. So now the program receiving the binds. Double click on the scroll, so I will get the bind. This is a bind that I already collected it from the site, and now I wanted to design a channel on this bind. So I wanted to see this bind, its conflicts. So I will arrange it. I will click here. Okay, close this. This is bind to group properties. I will open it, and here information, basic. Okay, you can click here and make the dimension by 2. If you can click OK, so this X, you know, this X becomes smaller. Click it again. You see here this bind. You see this is bind number, and this is the elevation, and this E is the description. This is the description, and this is the elevation, and this is the number. So the program produced this bind to me and show it by B. He chose B and E and D. So I could click this bind again and go to bind group again. Here is BED. So I can choose another way by elevation only. So I will cancel this B and this D. Only the elevation will disappear. I will click it again and make these binds smaller, so it will disappear, not conflicts like this. I will click here and go to bind groups, properties, and click here, make it smaller. Here, if I click OK, so it's become smaller. It's nice to see now. This reading is away from its binds, so I want to at the center. I will click and again go to this middle left, middle center. It's become middle center like this. If this is middle center, so it will become at the center of the bind like this. So now I can see and compare between that bind. This is the elevation only. So this bind is higher than this bind by 4 centimeter. This bind is higher than for this bind by 2 centimeter. And like that. This bind is higher than this bind by 4 centimeter, and the beginning of the work is here. This point is 1208.8, and here is the end point 1199.8. So the difference is around 9 meter. And then I wanted to design a channel came from here and go here and turn it to here like this, and this, and put its water here. The benefit of this channel is to take the water from this point until this point and put it here as a valley. Because when it rain here, it's make a big problem in this area, and there is a road here. So when it rains, this road is covered by water and cars and vehicles couldn't use this road. So this is the benefit of this channel. This is the main idea for this lesson. So now you can receive this point and can make edit for it, and also color. You can color it by another color. If you come here and take this point and come away and select here, you can format by another color. This is the text, and you can also make this point, this red point, you can change it away. Okay, now you can receive your point. In this step, we will make a surface and we will edit the surface, and we will add ligand for this surface. Let's go. We can go to here, tool space, also click right, create surface, and then we will name it like all. Okay, and open this, open point group. You remember that when we receive this point all, we make it in a group, so we'll use this now. This is a point group, we named it by all, so it's made it here. If you didn't make this, before you receiving this point, you also can make it again by right click here, new. The name of the group is all like this, and remember that we make it elevation and we can edit it before receiving. Okay, and this is smaller. Okay, and we can make it like this. Display, we can change the color of the point, and we can click OK. This point is not included by all. So here I can go to properties and go to include, and with number matching selection set in drawing, and I will select the points. So we will select that. All these points is selected, and also I can select all, because he search for points only to select. He will not select this other line. So I will click OK by enter or space. So OK. So now you see these points become to all, and then if you see this, it's came to the description or configure that we make these points. Make these groups. Here is elevation. Okay, now let's go to the surface. Surface now have a two group. One group is all point is automatically made by the program, and here we made a new one is all. So when I click here, right click, add point group, it will disappear to all that we make it and all points that the program automatically make it. so that I will choose all, then this is the surface that we do. What is the benefit of this surface? When you make a lot of points, any program or any way, you couldn't compute the volume by points. You could compute the volume by surfaces, not by points. So that we change these points into surfaces and compare these surfaces, and the space between it will give us the cut volume or net volume or fill volume, like that. So that we have to make surfaces looks good and come to the points that we already needed to compute a right volume fill or right volume cut. So we have to edit the surface. So that if I tell you, please compute the volume of this 4 points, take these 4 points in the space, please compute the volume of these points, you will look at me and laugh. But if I tell you to compute the volume of parallel rectangles, so you will begin to compute the volume of this. And if I ask you, can you compute the volume of the ball? You can get one ball in your hand and you can touch it by your hand. Please compute this surface so that your hand touch the surface, not touch the points, and then the surface computed or made by these points. Now we will edit this surface. For edit this surface, I will go to here, surface properties and information, and choose the default style, surface style. I will choose contour and triangle. It will disappear the surface by a triangle like this, contour and triangle, so it's become more triangle. So now I can to edit the surface and remove one line and add line like this. Edit surface, delete line. Here I didn't want this, also this, also this. This is the way of my channel, so that this is the benchmark, so that I didn't want this surface of my channel, so that I didn't want this surface of my ground elevation surface connected to the benchmark. So I will cancel all this point outside. Also this is a benchmark, I will cancel these surfaces. Okay, let's make Ctrl Z and click here and right click object viewer. This is the surface that we see, so that I cancel this and cancel this and cancel this that connected to benchmark, and also cancel this that connected to benchmark. And now I can right click object viewer and see the new surface that the channel will go through. If I want this surface to disappear without this point, so I will click this point and go to this and make it none, and make here also none, and click OK. So the point will disappear from the surface. And if I want this surface, I can change the color from this list. I can make it here like this, border, make it not green, make it yellow, and click OK. Let's see. So I changed it. And also I can put Ligand for this surface, because there is no point elevation to compare on this surface now. It's go away. I can click here and add Ligand by elevation and dynamic to change it in a time and put it here. See, this is the number, this is the minimum elevation, this is the maximum elevation, area and color. Elevation